Hello once again. Welcome to Global Insight Hub. The story of Joseph according to the Bible. Today we are going to be looking at the story of Joseph. Now Joseph's story is found in the book of Genesis, chapters 37 to 50. Joseph was the son of Jacob and Rachel. He was the favorite son because he was the son of the beloved wife of Jacob, Rachel. Joseph's 11 brothers were jealous of him, and they hated him because their father gave him a special, beautiful coat of many colors. They plotted to kill him, but then they changed their minds and they decided to sell him to some passing-by merchants instead. These merchants were traveling to Egypt, and they took Joseph there and sold him to Factz, an officer of Pharaoh, the Egyptian king. Pharaoh was so pleased with Joseph's work that he made him ruler over his house. But Joseph's enemies, being jealous, accused him falsely of wrongdoing, and so Joseph was thrown into prison. In prison, Joseph interpreted the dreams of two fellow prisoners, the baker and the cupbearer. He told the baker that his death would be the repayment for his boasting, and the cupbearer would be restored to his position after his imprisonment. And this is exactly what happened. The cupbearer, after being set free, forgot all about Joseph and didn't even mention Joseph to the king, even though Joseph had interpreted his dream correctly. So Joseph remained in prison for 2 whole years, until the Pharaoh had a dream that troubled him. No one could interpret the dream. So the cupbearer remembered Joseph and told the Pharaoh, "Remember me when you are in a good mood. Please don't forget me, and have me brought before the Pharaoh. I know a man who can interpret dreams." Then Pharaoh called for Joseph and asked him to interpret his dream. Joseph told the Pharaoh that he would soon have 7 years of plenty, followed by 7 years of famine. So Pharaoh made Joseph ruler over all the land of Egypt, so that he could prepare the country for the coming famine. And Joseph did just that. He gathered food during the 7 years of plenty and stored it in the cities. And so Egypt was prepared and able to withstand the 7 years of famine, which indeed came just as Joseph had said. After the famine, Joseph's brothers came to Egypt to buy grain. But Joseph didn't reveal himself to them. Instead, he tested them to see if they had become better and to see if they would recognize him after all those years. When Joseph was sure that they had changed, he revealed himself to them and told them not to be afraid. He forgave them for what they had done to him in the past and reminded them that God had sent him to preserve life in Egypt, in the land of Canaan, and that there was still much more land and that there would be enough food for everyone. The main themes in the story of Joseph are forgiveness, redemption, and God's sovereignty. In spite of the evil that Joseph's brothers did to him, he forgave them and he didn't hold on to his pain. Joseph was redeemed from a slave and eventually became a powerful ruler. And throughout the story, we see God as hand moving in history, and how he allowed Joseph to save not only his family but also the nation of Egypt. Thanks for your time. Please like, share, and subscribe for more, and also follow us on our social media handle, Global Insight Hub. Until next time, this is Global Insight Hub, reminding you to never stop exploring.